The following video is not suitable for children 13 or under. So if you are a child 13 or under and you're watching this video and you learn a bad word, then it's your own damn fault. Hey guys, Master Farr here, and I am back with another review. And today, we are taking a look at the Blokees Transformers 1 Starscream, which is the fourth and final kit of Blokees that I got last year at a convention. And considering just how good the other ones have been, that just makes me even more excited to be taking a look at this guy. Taking a closer look at the packaging, we can see a render of Starscream himself, as well as the fact that his eyes light up, and then he comes with a bonus vehicle of Megatron in his tank mode. On the back of the packaging, we can see a front and back view of Starscream, as well as some of his accessories. On the other side of the packaging, we get another render of Starscream, and on the back of the packaging, we can see a couple renders of Starscream, as well as the pieces that make him up, as well as a bio that says, Starscream, Faction Decepticon, height approximately 11.17 meters, function, defector leader. Key traits, vindictive and conniving. Starscream is the leader of the defectors. He isn't afraid to challenge threats to his leadership, but will back down if he sees it's a fight he can't win. But with all that being said, let's get Starscream out of the packaging and see if it is possible for him to take over the Decepticons. Getting Starscream built up and out of the packaging, I gotta say, he looks really good. And even better, it's amazing that I finally finished the High Guard from Transformers 1, because these three look incredible together. He is based on how he looked in the movie Transformers 1, as popping in a picture of that right here, you can see that he is absolutely spot on and he looks glorious. I even think he looks better than the actual Studio Series figure of Starscream from Transformers 1, as popping a picture of that in right here, you can see that he looks a lot better with the more silvered and the better face sculpt. Taking a closer look at the paint and sculpting on this guy from the feet up, I gotta say he looks really good, especially with this shade of silver seen throughout, and the blue that helps break everything up on the arms and legs and the wings, as well as the red on the chest area. Also, the null rays on this guy are blast effect compatible, which is pretty cool. And taking a closer look at the wings on Starscream, I gotta say they're also really nicely sculpted. I'm especially a big fan of the dark gray going down the middle, the Decepticon insignia, and the little bit of blue on the tips of the wings, as well as the null ray. And taking a look at the paint and sculpting on the back of Starscream, I gotta say it also looks really good and is really clean. I'm especially a big fan of how there are some nice gap fillers for the wings on the back right here. Taking a closer look at Screamer's head sculpt, I gotta say it looks absolutely perfect, and I even think it looks better than the Transformers 1 version of Starscream, as once again popping a picture of that guy's head sculpt right here, you can see that it completely lacks the pouting lips that that figure had, and it looks so much better without them. And by tapping on the figure's head, the figure's eyes light up in a really nice yellow, which looks really nice. Really, just the overall aesthetic of this guy and just how he looks is just genuinely perfect for a figure like this. And out of all the Blokees figures I've gotten so far from Transformers 1, I gotta say, so far, this guy is my favorite. In terms of accessories, Starscream comes with 2 fisted hands, 2 open hands, display stand, 2 effects for the display stand, and Megatron in his tank mode. Taking a closer look at Megatron in tank mode, I gotta say he only looks decent. I mean, he has some good points to him, but really, I'm kind of mixed on this guy. He is mainly based on how Megatron looked in the movie in alt mode, as popping in a picture of him right here, you can see that it's close, but it's not exactly there. Honestly, my biggest problem with this guy is that he really lacks paint, most notably in areas like the front barrel of the tank and the front of the tank, which I really wish was in silver. Also, the little figurine is surprisingly simplistic, especially compared to the mini Optimus that came with Blokees Ironhide, where with that figure it made up for its simplicity with a great color breakup and just an overall good look in vehicle mode. Even the sculpting is somewhat lackluster, especially on the tread areas, which are in desperate need of some more greebling. At the very least, I can say that the silver used on this guy is really good, and I just wish there was a lot more of it. In terms of articulation in this mode, Megatron's turret can rotate 360 degrees. For the sake of comparison, here he is next to the Blokees vehicle Optimus Prime, Studio Series Transformers 1 Megatron. Despite the tank Megatron being a little underwhelming, I still think Starscream comes with a good amount of accessories, and I'm really happy with what he came with. Moving on to Screamer's articulation, his head can move up this far, can move down this far, can move side to side, and rotate 360 degrees. His shoulder can move up and down and in and out, and go out this far to the side, and rotate 360 degrees. Blokees. His wings can go in this far, can move back this far, and the back pieces of the wings can go back this far. There is a bicep swivel at the arm that rotates 360 degrees. His elbow goes 90 degrees, and his hand can move up and down and rotate 360 degrees. His waist can move side to side. His hip skirts can move this far out to the side. His butt flap moves up this far. His leg can move out this far, can move back this far, can move this far out to the side. There is a thigh swivel. His knee goes well above 90 degrees. His foot can move down this far, and there is an ankle tilt. Starscream's articulation is really good, and it is possible to get him into some really good poses. Also, if you have a figure stand, that just increases the amount of poses you can get this guy in. For the sake of comparison, here he is next to Blokees Soundwave, Blokees Shockwave, Blokees B127, and my last review, Blokees Ironhide. Overall, Blokees Transformers 1 Starscream is a great model kit, and I would highly recommend getting him, especially if you're into Blokees as well as Transformers 1. Between his overall aesthetic and robot mode, his great articulation, and his good amount of accessories, I can't help but recommend this guy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Master Farr signing off, and I will see you next time.